Good morning.
Good morning. Give me your resume. So you are Pavan, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Pavan, introduce yourself.
Uh, Good morning, ma'am. This is Pawan, having graduated in the year 2022 in the stream of civil engineering and trained as a developer. And currently, I'm undergoing testing train process. And after completing my developing course, we have developed a project on online hotel room reservations. I was qualified in gate wise in the 2021 and 2022. Coming to my hobbies, I would like to play games most of the time, reading newspaper, and browsing. My short-term goal is to join a business where I can build my career, and my long-term goal is to develop my own business.
Fine. Then what about your strength and weakness, Pavan?
My strength is my focus and concentration, and while I'm doing some work, I don't want to tell my weakness.
Okay, fine. So you mentioned your project, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you explain me about that project, Pavan?
It is about online hotel room reservations, ma'am. Whenever the people while traveling or make some tours, make them comfortable for their living purpose or hospitality. For those purpose, we developed a project on online hotel room reservations. We used technologies, MySQL as a backend database, and Spring Boot as a server. In the database, we used relational database for users and uh, hotels, and in the Spring Boot, we use Maven project, and in the Angular as a service layer, we developed a designing framework in those front end.
Fine. Okay. Then what is testing?
Testing is the comparison between actual values to the expected values is known as testing.
Okay. Then what about verification?
Before developing the application, checking whether we are developing the correct application is known as verification. We use this verification to reduce our defects while developing the application. If there is some deviation from the design and we are developing, or from the requirement, there is a lot more cost for the development after the development. So that's why we are verifying the documents again and again whether we are developing correct application or not is known as verification.
Okay, can you give me one example about that?
uh, Example, after developing the BRS document, we are checking the document, all the requirements are correct or not. And while designing, if there is a change between this document and the design, it will cost more for the developers to work on more time. It will lead to the more time and changing our project to the from the BRS document. The client requirement will change if there is any change between BRS document and the design. That's why we need to verify the documents while we are developing the application,
Okay, good. Then what about formal review, Pavan?
which is conducted with a set of rules and regulations is known as formal review.
Okay. Then what about performance testing?
Performance testing the application, how quickly the application is responding to the end user is known as uh, performance testing. We should make sure that the application should work more often or more fast as much as possible. If it delays, the end user will feel uncomfortable with the application. So that's why we should develop our should respond to the user within a short time.
Okay. So can you briefly explain about me about smoke testing?
Smoke testing is done on the earlier builds, whether the build is stable or not. Uh, Smoke testing is done on earlier builds for whether if the build is not stable, the tester will face some difficulties while testing the application. So that's why we need to go for smoke testing.
Okay, fine. So do you have any doubts regarding this position, Pavan?
No, ma'am, I don't have any doubts. I have I read the description while applying the application, while applying this job. Or
Okay, Pavan, good. So our HR will contact you. Have a great